Hola otra vez. Hi again, chicos. Today we are gonna continue. Now we're gonna continue with what we have in the calendar for this first day. Let me share my screen with you. And in a second, see, for this part, we are gonna be working on saludos y despedidas, greetings and saying bye-bye. And these are the learning objectives. At the end of this session, you guys will be able to meet and greet others. And in the same context, you will be learning some cultural aspects of Latin Americans when regarding this, the greetings and farewells. Here we go. Let's go to the textbook. I am on page 2, lesson 1. See, hola, ¿qué tal? Is the name of the lesson. One thing that I want to mention is when studying for this class, do not try to check if you know the content by knowing the structure only or knowing the vocab because you made a pile of flashcards. Come to every presentation page and see if you are accomplished, if you have accomplished and met the goals that we set for the class. I said that at the end of this class, you guys will be able to meet and greet others. See, next hour, you're gonna be spelling your name, performing simple math, talking about calendar and dates. This is for today's whole day. I want you to make sure that you end up the day knowing how to do or how to communicate these goals, okay? How to communicate these aspects of the language. I want at the end of this hour you to know how to meet and greet others and differentiate cultural aspects of the Latin American population, see? So make sure that you come to the presentation page to double check if you have learned what we are supposed to be learning in the what we set in the calendar, okay? So let's go to the next page. To the page of Saludos and Despedidas, which is page 4. See, I'm gonna ask you to come with me and do not read the text, but let's read the images, okay? You see this image and this one. These two images, we have 3, but let's work on the first one, see? Saying hi and saying bye-bye. Saludos and despedidas. Do you observe here that these people are exchanging ideas, but they are saying hi and goodbye? But pay attention to the images and see if this is an informal, if you can see if this interaction is formal or informality. And what clues in the image, only do not read the text, what clues in the image let you know that this is formal or informal, see? Let's see the first image, see? The way they are dressed, the way they are, their age, how relaxed they are, the place, the location where they are. Do you see that they feel like friends? Those are clues that help you understand that this is informal. See, that's how you read in the Latin American culture. You read formality and informality that way. See? So yes, this image tells us that this exchange is informal. We are not gonna read the text yet. You're gonna go with the second image, see? Here we have a person, we have 2 people here. One is younger and the other one is older, right? And you can tell that by the location, they might be in the school. So that age difference will tell us that one is a teacher or a professor and the other one is a student. Actually, the one with the backpack and the sweater tells us that he is the student and she is the professor. So we have an age difference here in the Latin American culture triggers formality. See, you treat all the people that are older than us, they are formally, see? At least to be safe, if you don't know them and you just met them, you are gonna be formal, see? Now, here we have a power situation, see? The professor is in a different level, then that triggers us in our thinking that this is a formal situation, okay? So here we have the first exchange is informal, and the second exchange is formal. Now let's read this part. Let's read this part while listening to them and see what ideas, what words, what structures let us know that is informal. Images have done its part. Now let's go with the text itself. And I'm gonna play it.
En la universidad, los estudiantes y los profesores conversan.
Hola María Luisa, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, Jorge. ¿Y tú? ¿Qué tal?
Yo, fenomenal.
Okay, so let's begin. Hola, our first word, give us another idea that this is informal. See, hola. We also have, let me grab the marker here and highlight. So we have hola, a hint for informality. ¿Cómo estás? Estás is the conjugation for tú. Tú is the powerful, almighty, informal tú. So whenever you work on tú, and let me write it here, tú or tú conjugation, if you address somebody as tú, that is the informal. If you conjugate a verb and the verb is conjugated according to tú, subject pronoun, then that's informal. That's what is happening here. Tú is the, ¿cómo estás? Estás is conjugated according to tú, so that's a second hint that this is informal. See? Now let's continue. Jorge, Maria Luisa responds, muy bien, Jorge. And then she asks, ¿y tú? There we see again tú. But she introduces something new, which is another way to ask ¿cómo está? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal is the most informal way of saying how are you that we have in Spanish. So look at that. Then we have three ideas, three words combinations there that let us know that this is informal. And yeah, when you are responding to a friend, you say fenomenal. To a professor, you don't say that. To a doctor, you don't say that. In a formal setting, you wouldn't say that, okay? So we have addressed the informal piece. So yes, this conversation is informal. And now let's go with the second one. Let's listen to this piece. The interaction between Roberto and Profesora López. There.
Hola, buenas tardes. ¿Cómo se llama usted?
Me llamo Roberto Gómez.
Mucho gusto. Soy la profesora López.
Encantado.
Okay, we have already read the signs of the image. Let's go with the text. We said we already know that this is formal, and let's see what the text provides in terms of proving that this is formal. Okay, profesora, the title, see? Señora, señor, doctor, profesora. The title triggers formality. It means formality, okay? Now, second one, we have hola, yes, but we also have buenas tardes, see? The full way to say hi at that specific time of the day. So, hola, buenas tardes. She could have not included hola. There, buenas tardes proves that. Then we have, ¿cómo se llama usted? ¿Sí? ¿Cómo se llama usted? We don't have to, we have usted. And let me write here usted because if tú is the tool for informality, usted is the one for formality. Okay, and this is not letting me write. Usted is the one for formality. And then anytime that you address or conjugate a verb with usted, you are working on the formality area. Registro, registry. ¿Sí? Me llamo Roberto Gómez. Hey, full name. That's another hint that tells us that is formal. Mucho gusto. We don't say fenomenal. Mucho gusto. Soy la profesora López. And she's not saying soy Patricia López. She's saying soy la profesora López. And he doesn't say fenomenal. He says respectfully. He says encantado. Okay. So yes, this conversation is informal. Now, how to say bye-bye? Here we have Lupita and Juan in this informal